Bini, main arrest. Jesus Christ. You like to say this one as Zaga.
When you wait till you talk, so not they repeat that stupid talk again. Delta not be Igbo, you dey get. It gets Delta Igbo. If you check their origin, maybe say they migrate. You say so. Let's say for example now, Delta now go Igbo. Igbo now go somewhere like France now. They call day grant for they call many for there, you dey get. They don't old for there. They call become citizen, you dey get. So they call your name and like for I think whether na UK or US they get their own something like Yoruba culture. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now they get them. Not call they come online they talk say Delta na Igbo. Not they make that statement again. You dey hear me so? Not they make that statement. Delta na Urobo. You dey hear me? Delta na Urobo. Any other child when they say they dey for inside now migrant they be you dey get. If because if you dey like this now if you talk say where are you from? If you talk say you be Delta, the first talk one person they get for help say you be Urobo. They don't even hear whether you be Igbo, you be Ekwani, you be Anosha. They don't hear that. The first impression that you be Urobo. That's what tell you say that that's I get Urobo. They say also all those are parts, all those Igbo son, those are parts because if you see their name, like all those Anosha, all those Agbo, Kwale, all those Gwashuku, all those one went there for inside. So if you see the name that they answer with all those Anabra, Enugu name, that they answer the same thing, but you know me say, they be. Delta, you get those people when they answer that name, so and I just like I don't know how I'm gonna put on for you, make you still understand. You get those people, so now people when they say they migrate, if you say due to the one will happen, or some people when they say they don't like stay, maybe na marriage, you get maybe some married Delta people, you get something like that. So now they call the talk say Delta na Igbo, you get this one they do. So if we Delta people keep quiet very soon they will see they're not going to know us again again because any Igbo person when call they talk say Delta na Igbo, Delta not be Igbo, Delta na Urobo. Know this and no peace. Thank you.
Okay, my people, you all have heard what that boy said. The first boy said that part of Delta State are Igbo people, but this second boy is saying that there are no Igbos in Delta State, that Delta State is Urobo State. Can you imagine? It's not the only one that is saying it. So many of these Urobo people go about saying that Delta State is an Urobo state. What is the landmass of Urobo people? Is the landmass of Urobo people compared to the landmass of the Igbos in Delta State? The Igbos in Delta State occupy 9 local governments. Urobo people occupy, is it not 8 or 9 local governments also? There are Ijos in Delta State. There are Sekiri people in Delta State. So saying that Delta State is an Urobo state by this boy, it makes no sense. Talking about history, he said that the Igbos in Delta State are migrants. That they, Urobo people, are the first people to settle in that land. When you talk about the oldest tribe in Nigeria, the Igbos comes first. Archaeological evidence proved it. Tell me an archaeological evidence in Urobo land that dates back to the BC. Tell me an archaeological evidence in Urobo land that is up to 5,000 years old. Tell me archaeological evidence in Urobo land that dates back to 2,000 years old. If you go to Urobo communities and ask them where they migrated from, they will be telling you that they are descendants of Ile-Binu people. Some of them do, not all of them will tell you that they are descendants of Ile-Binu people. But so many of them will tell you that they are descendants of Oba Ozolwa, they are descendants of Oba Ogolwa, they are descendants of Oba Ahebuda, this, that. Benin as a kingdom started existing 900 years ago. Benin is just 900 years old tribe that are descendants of Yoruba people from Ile-Ife. So how come are such people who claim to be Benin descendants be telling us that they are the first people to occupy Delta State? Forgetting that the Igbos of Delta State and all parts of Igbo land have been existing in our present location for thousands of years. Show me an Urobo kingdom that is older than Abo. Abo kingdom is older than Benin. And this boy is coming here telling us, Urobo owns Delta State. What is the population of Urobo people in Delta State? The population of Urobo people is the same as the population of Anioma people. Anioma people are the Igbos in Delta State. Delta State does not belong to any tribe. All we can say is that there are Igbos in Delta State. Delta State is not an Urobo state. Delta State is not an Igbo state. Delta State is not an Ishekiri state. Delta State is not an Ijo state, because all these tribes in Delta State does not make up 95 to 98% of the population. Just like Edo State is not a Benin state. Edo State is not an Isha state. Edo State is not an Esako state. There are so many tribes there. Igbos are also part of Edo State. Ibanke, Iru and others. So you can never say that Edo State is a Benin state. No. Because why? Ile Benin people does not make up 95 to 98% of the population. Ile Benin people are just like 40% of the population. So how will you say that 40% of the population are now the owners of the state? It does not make sense. Just like Kogi State. In Kogi State, there are indigenous Igbos there. There are Igala people there. There are Ebira people there. So many tribes are there. And no one will come and tell you Kogi State is an Igala state. Kogi State is an Ebira state. No. So you can never say that Kogi State is an Igala state. You can never say that Edo State is an Ile Benin state. You can never say that Delta State is an Igbo state or an Urobo state. So this boy coming out to say that Delta State belongs to Urobo people, he's just saying rubbish. Just look at the rubbish argument that he's saying. Young boy at this age do not get sense. They talk rubbish. You must know that the Igbos in Delta State, they did not settle there because war is pursuing them. No. Communities like Abo have settled there. All these kind of people are the ones trying to cause problem between Urobo people and Igbo people. Igbophobia everywhere. The first boy did not say that Delta State is an Igbo state. He said that part of Delta State are Igbo people. Look at the map of Delta State here. All those places that you saw, Eka, Enoane, Okwane, are Igbo lands in Delta State. So we Anyama people, we did not live in Anyama because war pursued us. No, that is our land. We Igbos of Delta State, we have been living here. When our people living in Idu Kingdom are being used by Ile Benin people, they ran back and joined us here. Just like some Urobo people will tell you that they have been living in their present location. And that those Urobo people that joined them from Idu land, joined them because Ile Benin people are using them like Ile Benin people did to the Igbos. So they came back and settled with their Urobo brothers. So all these set of Urobo people are the ones causing problem between Urobo and Igbo people. Supremacist ideology. How can you say that Delta State is an Urobo state? You know, just say this boy not get sense. Delta State is an Urobo state. Delta State is not an Urobo state. Delta State is not an Igbo state. Delta State is a state made up of so many tribes because no tribe in Delta State makes up 95 to 98% of the population. The reason why Anambra State is called an Igbo state is because the Igbos there are 95 to 98% the population. Enugu State, the same thing. Abia, Ebonyi, the same thing. Urobo people are agitating to actualize Urobo State. If they get that state now, that state will be called an Urobo State because the population of Urobo people there is 98 to 100% the population. So that's why it will be called an Urobo State. If we Anyama people now get Anyama State, if we actualize Anyama State will be called an Igbo state because we Anyama people constitute 95 to 98% of the population. So that's why it will be called an Igbo state. But as far as we are in this Delta State, mixture of so many people that a single tribe is not up to 95% of the population, then Delta State is not owned by any tribe. Ishiewale.